Alright guys, welcome back to J&V Rockhounds. I am Jay. V is in her sewing room trying to figure some stuff out. She's trying to go live. I don't know what's going on, but I want to show you. Didn't get to the video last weekend because we were celebrating our anniversary and everything. So I'm going to do like a little mashup video here today. Showing you a couple things that I've collected this week. Collected some stuff in Missouri. I collected some stuff in northern Kentucky. Some more stuff from the Kentucky stuff, road cut. Whatever you want to call that stuff. I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn this around and show you what's in my truck bed. Now there is some trash in there, so just kind of overlook that, but I got a bunch of rocks in here. Now all this is not from just yesterday, but I'll show you as I'm pointing it out and picking stuff up. Some of the stuff that I picked up yesterday, and there's some stuff in here that is from Missouri. So got to show you some more stuff on the back deck. I've got it set up to do it over there. I wanted to do this outside because some of these pieces I got over there have good druzy and really need sun to see them really good. So let me get this turned around and I'll show you what I got in the back of the truck. Okay, yeah, I got a little bit of everything in here. I'll start with this stuff right here. These are some death plates I picked up in northern Kentucky. And I wanted to show you this one because that almost looks like a little ammonite or something. Maybe it's just a gastropod or something. But there's a couple different ones right there, and right there's part of one right there too. This was at a different road cut than I usually stop at. And it was on a different side of the road. So I collected a few different things, like these awesome bryozoan little pieces. And there's more over there. When I go around the other side of the truck, I'll show you. Yeah, that you can see the bryozoans in this layer right here too. But you can see them better on that over there. But I want to show you this awesome. I got to just get closer to this. I mean, this thing is a big old chunk. I mean, it's huge. But there's awesome brachiopods and bryozoan colonies. A little bit of everything on this thing. This thing's just loaded. Yeah, that thing's awesome. And then in Missouri, I picked up a couple little death plates at a place I was getting loaded at in Neosho, Missouri. Nice crinoids in that. And this one. And this one. Just little pieces. This is a little bit bigger chunk. Got some little brachiopod in there. Pieces on this side. Brachiopod and crinoids. And here he goes, another one. But yeah, I collected all kinds of this Kentucky stuff. This piece here I actually picked up with Patricia when we were going up to the gym show weekend before last. That thing's a chunk. I mean, got a lot of the chalcedony in it. That thing is heavy. And I don't know how many of you remember that one weird thing that I picked up in like my very first rockhounding video. I found some more that looks just like it, but these are smaller pieces, but there's a bunch of this stuff there. I picked up several pieces of it just to kind of show some of it, but that was another time. I did pick up some of these little nodules to cut yesterday. All these right here, these little ones to cut. Here's one I picked up at another time. I don't know if I've showed this one or not, but that's pretty cool with that. Same with that one right there. It's got all that kind of bubbly stuff too. Let me see if I can zoom in because I can't reach it. I try to get it to where I'm not. Yeah, I mean that's a big chunk. But yeah, I mean I picked up this big old huge one. There's some dead plates from Ohio. Got some more of those from my yard, my company yard. More pieces to cut. Look at this big old chunk. Get that off there. It's all, otherwise from that, I mean, this is a big solid chunk. And it just looks like it is going to be good. I don't know how I'm going to cut that. Obviously, I can't cut that on my saw. That's going to have to wait and take it to somebody that's got a bigger saw. This piece I picked up when I was at another, also from the Kentucky stuff road cut, but this is kind of some stuff that kind of was just sitting on the, it's just a part of a geode that fell out and broke out. But yeah, I got a bunch of this Kentucky stuff in here. I'll get back over here to show you this Bryozoan death plate. There's several pieces of it showing a lot of Bryozoans on it. Zoom in so you can see those better. Couple, this was just a random piece that was laying there. This was from another area. I could find them things all over the place. Another couple death plates from Ohio. I'm going to try to polish this, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to try to do. I'll take this with me to show you. And I think I'm going to try to polish this one too. I don't know if that'll polish it all, but I'm going to try. Yeah, just a couple other death plates and stuff. More of the Kentucky stuff. Yeah, I just got all kinds of stuff in this back of this truck. So, and I'll give you an update real quick. our dogs keep on getting out of our fence, so we're having to reinforce it. It looks janky. we gotta figure something out. So the new plan, we're going to put the building over here, and the building that we're looking at getting is a 24 by 30. So it'll be facing us. It's got 2 garage doors, and it's 30 this way and 24 deep. So it's going to go right over here. We got to still do some clearing out and stuff. We've got Brownie's grave over here. We're going to make this a whole little area, fix it up for the dogs, you know, as we need it. I'm going to, with something I'm going to show you on the table here in a minute, I'm going to explain, but I'm going to take a piece of this granite, not necessarily one of these 4, but I'm going to take a piece of the granite and I'm going to flat polish a face on it, and then I'm going to carve Brownie's initials in it. So we're going to make this a whole area here for the dogs, a little makeshift pet cemetery for us, you know, memorial for them. And yeah, so yeah, the dogs keep on digging out from underneath the fence, and we've had to kind of try to reinforce it. Freaking knotheads. And I've got this camera set up to watch them, and they still keep on getting out. They have dug out from different places, multiple different places. Luckily, we got neighbors that are nice enough, when they see them out, they put them back in. More Kentucky stuff. I got all kinds of geodes and Kentucky stuff and big stuff over here piled up. Lord, I got so much crap. I got to get this organized. Okay, hold on. Let me get this back over here to the deck, and then I'll show you this other stuff. Okay. Well, I forgot to bring something out, but I can at least show you this. So I got some of these polishing pads. There's a bunch of them in there. It goes from 30 to 10,000. So this should be the 30 down here. Yeah, I got these for the drill, and they just, you know, Velcro on there. It's got the other extension. I've got the drill in there. I meant to actually bring the drill out here. But yeah, so I've got that, and what was supposed to be here also today, and I was going to do a video, start a video trying to do this stuff. I got a rotary tool, kind of like what Chris got, Roofatress. It's actually, I believe it's a Beaver brand. He didn't get the Beaver brand, but I think the one I got was a Beaver brand. But there's a bunch of different ones, but it said it got to it came from south of us, around South Carolina or something, and then end up in Lexington somehow Friday. And then Saturday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, it said it showed it in Somerset, which is just an hour north of us. It was supposed to be here Friday, and it still didn't get here yesterday. And the mail don't run today, so I don't know what's going on with that. But anyways, I don't know where to start here. I got so much stuff. So let's just start with the stuff I collected this week. So I was supposed to go to Florida. I had a load last Saturday. I went up, stopped by the yard, got my load, and it was going to Florida. going all the way down to Miami and back up the East Coast to Orlando, back to Orlando or whatever. Well, Monday morning I got up and they changed their mind and decided not to send me down there because that hurricane was coming through there. So they gave me a load going to Missouri. Well, it had a few stops in Illinois, then most of it was in Missouri and a couple stops in Kansas. Well, anyways, at one of my stops, I found this. Let me turn this camera just a little bit. I found this horn coral at a customer. That's the biggest horn coral I've ever found, and it's very crystallized, very druzy. That is like one of the best horn corals. I found some pretty good horn corals, you know, but not one this big, you know, not anything crystallized like this. So that was pretty cool. And sitting right next to that was this geode. Just a little, it's untelling where this stuff was because it was in their landscaping rock, but this was like right in the middle of Missouri where I found this. So, and then all the rest of this here, that's right here, I'm about to show. This is all from Landscaping Rocks, also in Missouri, at a truck stop I stopped at. And I picked up, I mean, I'm telling you, there was a bunch of this type of material there, and I wanted to pick up so much more, but I didn't take anything to put it in, so I was just kind of stuffing my pockets, and carrying stuff. So this represents kind of two trips, you know, one the day before and the other one the next morning. Before I left, I picked up another handful, couple pockets full, but it's some good banded chert. A lot of this it's very waxy, and you can just see, you know, the banding and stuff in it. Nah, I like the sound of it. I don't know if it bothers any of my subs, but yeah, I figured I would try to cap some of this stuff up. Maybe just some of this I'm just gonna throw in the tumbler because I just love this banded chert, you know. So I mean, there's several pieces that there was a lot of this brown peanut buttery chert, but then I noticed a couple of them, you know, that must be just kind of surface staining, because when this one was broke open, and it's the same as some of this stuff here. I mean, you can see that it's brown and whatever, and then it's that in the inside. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple of those. Yeah, I had to grab a couple of those and bring them, and I figure I'll try to cut them and see how they look. And then this one right here, this is one of the ones I wanted to do this outside for. And no sooner as I say that, the freaking sun goes behind the damn cloud. All this side here is nothing but druzy. Come on, sun, come out from behind that cloud. It's a little bit worn down. I hope that's coming through. I mean, I've got the sun behind me, so I can't see the screen very well. I hope I'm showing that guy. I know I'm in the screen. I can see the rock, but I can't tell how well it is showing. I think I need to turn the camera just a little bit more. And Vicky decided to come out and join me.
Hey, buddy. Oh, boy.
That's V.
Hey, V, AJ.
And then I picked up a couple of these that were just loaded with druzy. And then all these little pockets. These were so cool, I had to pick them up. There's that one. Here's another good one with druzy. I wish I could see that to tell if I'm showing it good. If you can see that sparkle on them things. I mean, that's got a really good sparkly pocket. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought these things were super cool. Let's see. This one's almost a little. It's charty, but it's almost like agate to me. I want to cut this one. It don't do any good to get this stuff wet. It ain't gonna. I don't guess it'd really show any better. I did bring my spray bottle out. Yeah, it didn't really show it any better. Maybe on the sides a little bit. But it's just chert, you know. A couple pieces of it like that banded chert. Here's another one that has a real good druzy top to it. And yeah, there's a couple more. Just picked up several of the pieces of the banded chert. I think I don't know if I showed that one or not, but you know, most of that's all the same stuff. Showed that one. Here's another one. You know, you can see the swirliness of the banding on that. It's gonna be pretty. Let me see if that one look any better wet. Not really. I mean, what you can see it anyways. And I picked up a couple of these that were really, I don't know what you call that. It's almost like pumice or something. But that material is really hard. That's very sparkly in that. And this one is a very light rock. I'm gonna cut this to see what it looks like on the inside. And then this one right here also is really light. But I've seen agate nodules that were similar to this, that looked similar to that. So I don't know. I don't know if there's any agate over in that spot. Look how druzy and sparkly that is. I hope that's coming through. So yeah, that's the stuff I self-collected. I know you can see this big old chunk. That is one of the things Jeff Keffer, Mr. Hunting Rocks himself, brought to me and gave to me when we met up over in the northwest of St. Louis. I was at a customer overnight. I got a hold of him and he came. He was, matter of fact, only 15 minutes from me. It's got some good agate around the edge of it. But yeah, I'm gonna let Vicky have this one for her display. It's got great agate on it. I've got that one from Lisa that I'm going to cut, that she insisted I cut. So I'll give this one to Vicky to display. And then he gave me this stuff in here. I can't remember what he said this was. It was a pyrite and like a hematite or iron, some kind of iron rock. But it's supposed to have pyrite in it, and It'd be cool to find some of the little pyrite cubes or something. I don't know if you can find that in that or not. But, and then I thought this was possibly lepidolite. That's the first thing that came to my mind whenever I seen this. But then he said he found it where they were finding some, that's got pyrite in it. He said they found this where they were finding some fluorite, so I'll have to take this inside before I'm done and show that in the UV. Set that to the side so I can remember to do that. And then nice piece of tourmaline and quartz that he found. I can't remember where he said he found this at. I'll have to have him leave a comment saying where he found it. That's a nice chunk of tourmaline in that. See that structure, crystal structure right there, the shape of it. Yeah, it's a nice piece. And then Dobell Ranch, Arizona, Petwood. There's a couple pieces of this in there. That's a nice one. Nice chunk. I love the Arizona Petwood. Look at that. Pretty stuff. Let's see, where's that other piece? Yeah, here it is. Got the bark on this one. That's almost around. Let's see if I get this wet. Yeah, here we go.
No.
That'll make it look better. Pretty stuff. That right there would make good calves. Let's see. A couple quartz points from the Ron Coleman mine that he gave me. That's a pretty good chunk right there now. Look at the rainbows in that thing. Can you see it, Vicky? Well, you're blocking the sun.
Sorry.
Come behind me on my right side. Here, I'll hand it to her in a minute. You can see all kinds of rainbows in that.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. That one. Oh, and that one. Okay, so then this was that new copper malachite place that him and Dustin went to. Dustin Finds Rocks. And they've got some videos on where they went. I cannot remember the name of it. Sorry. But I remember watching the videos. They've actually got a couple of videos there where they went, but it's got the malachite in there. Hope that's showing well. Those were pretty cool. I'd love to go to that place and collect some of that myself. And then this was a piece of fire agate that he self-collected that doesn't have the fire in it, but I'm here to tell you, I don't know how many of yous, I know there's quite a few of yous watch Rufotris Chris. Rufotris Rooted Rockhound. His name is too hard to say, and I know how to say it. It's a tongue twister. Anyways, Chris, I seen him take a piece of this and cab it, and man, it turned out pretty. So that's perfect size, thickness, and everything to take and cab that. And with that rotary tool, I could do that with this one and keep that shape and contour without completely flattening it out on this part. You know, I could get this bottom layer off, but you can see the banding and stuff in that. You know, it's pretty material even without the fire, I think, anyways. So the last two things I want to show you that Jeff gave me are probably my favorite ones. He gave me this little blastoid. Blastoids, in case you don't know, is kind of an ancient seabed creature. They're kind of like they're similar to crinoids, and this would be the top of the crinoid, like the calyx on the crinoid, but this is a different animal. But yeah, it almost looks like a seed pod, but this thing has great details on it. And I had this separate from the box because I didn't want it to get damaged. Matter of fact, I already had it on my display in there, so I need to put it back on there. You can see where it attached on the bottom, and you can see that 5-point shape to it. But that was pretty cool. I've watched Michigan Rocks Rob find some of those in some of his recent videos, and Wild Kyle Keller find some of that stuff. And then this was my favorite thing he gave me. I've been wanting to find one of these. Just looks like a brown rock. Nothing special, right? Until you get right there. Look at that. It's even got the little iPods or whatever. I don't know if that's eyes or not, but that's what it looks like to me. I don't know that much about trilobites, but that's a nice trilobite to me. So I guess this is a molt. He said when there's like a little crack like that, that's how they get out or something. He's the expert with these things. He's got all kinds of great videos finding these things. But I love them. So, in the spirit of showing that would be the last of the stuff I got from Jeff. And the last of the stuff that I collected from Missouri. But since I just ended with kind of fossils, I've got a couple other fossils here that I want to show. And I want to say a little thank you to Kyle, Mr. World of Rockhounds himself, because I won these awesome fish from Kimmerer. I can't remember if he said these were from American Fossil Safari or what was the other name? I can't remember the name of the other place. He got these from their shop, I guess. These weren't some that he actually collected, but he was doing his giveaway for the people who like donated and did super chats and stuff like that, and I'd done a couple. And so he had 2 giveaways on this stuff. Many of you just saw this giveaway, but he didn't really show them that well. So I want to make sure I show these really well and make sure I tell Kyle thank you, because I mean, look at the size of that thing. I already had a couple of these that I'd gotten from Theo. I had purchased in one of his live sales. I got me and Vicky each one but they were much smaller than this. And this one's like just a little bit incomplete. You know, the tail section's gone, but that's still a freaking awesome fossil. I mean, especially with the size of it. That's a good size fishy. Good details. Yeah, I am very pleased. You can see the scales. Oh, that thing is awesome. So, let me get this turned around. Hold on, guys. Okay, beast mode time. I had to get that purple thing because I didn't know if it was a pitted light or if it's fluorite. And pretty much the answer is it's fluorite. Or I don't know if lepidolite glows or not, but that definitely has a glow. So yeah, I had to show you that real quick before I put it away. Ended the video. But I wasn't going to bring all those rocks in here and do that, but hold on. Okay guys, that was all I was wanting to show for this video. I'm probably going to do another video. I don't know for sure what yet, but I've got a bucket here I might go through. You guys, some of you have already seen this stuff. It was on live, so that's why I kind of want to do another video on it, because on those lives the video quality kind of sucks. I actually might take this one inside and do it in the rock room. So anyways, we got new baby neighbors. I don't know if you can see them over there, but there's baby cows. He
was laying in the ground now. What's up? Think he'd let me pet it.
Another piece of good news. It seems like our friend Cheryl at Soul Adventurist got her a vehicle finally.
Yay!
So she will be coming down apparently, and we are going to go back to the Patty Pit Quarry down in Summerville, Georgia, with her to do some collecting there. And hopefully the weather is much better than when we were there before. If we have a chance, or if I get home early enough, I might try to take her to the Geo Creek. I don't know if she'll be able to do that or not, but I don't know.
Poor Daisy.
If not, we'll figure something else out. But you know, I've got limited time what I can do. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Jay.
I'm B.
And this is J&V Rockhounding. See y'all later.
Okay.
If you aren't subscribed. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Get us there. Share it out. Help us out. Bye.